It has been a few days since Arknights Endfield has globally launched, the hype slowly fading away and me sinking in around 30 to 40 hours into the game, recently even hitting level 50. I feel like I'm ready to share my opinion and my first impression with the world. Since the launch day is technically my very first contact with the game, I want to mention it since it was fantastic. I've collected more launch days of many different games than I've had conversations with women, so I know how bad they can be. Water Waves, as an example, despite being one of my favorite games, its launch was horrendous. Arknights Endfield, however, doesn't have to deal with these issues at all. The game is insanely optimized and runs completely smooth without issues, bugs or crashes. Also, getting characters early on is fairly easy, as we even managed to get our guaranteed 6-star from the beginner banner on day 1. The graphics and overall art style of Arknights Endfield might be one of its strong points. You cannot say this game doesn't look absolutely stunning, ranging from character models, the scenery ruling, or the very impressive rain physics. Let it be the wet clothes, the rain dripping down into its mask, or Floret's app. All I'm trying to say is, it looks kinda good. I'm honest, the combat at first felt weird. You had your classic action RPG controls, but what weirded me out is that I had my skills and ultimates on 1 to 4. My first impulse was to change it later, but it really starts to click once you have a full party of 4 characters. But once you do have a full party, the combat gets a lot better. Learning the many different combos and interactions of the characters can be really fun to execute. And once you do have an actual team comp, oh boy does it make me hard. Like Floret. So combat good. Well, as a day 1 Arknights player, surely I must love the story, right? To be quite honest, I don't. I would go as far and say the story as of now is the weakest point in Arknights Endfield. Hold on, put the pitchforks down. First and foremost, I like it, but I wish I could love it. The story is around about 20-ish hours, which is quite long for launch, and this is probably where the main issue lies. I'm obviously aware that these kind of games want to take their time and build up their world, which I'm fine with, but many sequences to me felt way too stretched and straight up boring, with very few memorable moments. What makes it somewhat still enjoyable to go through is its amazing cast. The characters are extremely lovable and manage to get a few honest laughs out of me, which is rare. Most of these sad memorable moments though happen in Wu Ling, which takes you a while to get to. Now let's talk about what I enjoyed the most so far, which is the exploration. I still can't believe on how much there is to do and how rewarding it can get. This game might have the most rewarding exploration gameplay of all the gacha games. The most amount of pulls you get is by running around and collecting chests. It's not even close. You wanna get that guaranteed juicy limited 6-star? You better start 100%ing those regions. The exploration is literally what made me feel addicted to the game. Just one more chest. Just one more shiny ball. Hey, come back! Just one more puzzle. It just never ends. There's a certain satisfaction level of knowing a region is 100% in your full control. Yeah. The factory or the so-called filter. You cannot play the game without it. While I appreciate its existence and how unique it makes the game, it's not my strong suit, and that's okay. If you perhaps feel the same, or if this is the reason you haven't tried Endfields yet, the blueprint system makes everything so much easier. All you gotta do is actually play the game however you want, level up, explore and maximize the skill tree, and then just copy a code from someone to place the blueprint down. Thank you devs, I really needed that. I'm still impressed with how much there is and how many hours you can sink into just the factory alone. So if you are a fan of games like Satisfactory, you might want to take a week off work and lose yourself in this game. Well, it sucks, thanks for watching. Jokes aside, the gacha can feel frustrating. While you are able to get over 120 pulls completely free by just playing the game, you do have to surrender everything that is worth to you to achieve that. I'm currently sitting at around 30k in some tickets. This is what I got after not pulling the limited banner at all and playing for an insanely extended period of time. So if you're employed, good luck I guess. It's still uncertain how the future income is gonna look like, but once you're done exploring, there isn't much left. As of now, I think it's looking a little rough. What I do like is the lower pity of 120 instead of the usual 180 or 160, as well as the free goodies you get along the way, especially having a chance of getting another limited character if you do lose your 50-50. You only really profit from these things if you do want the character you're actually pulling for anyways. Besides limited 6 stars, maxing 4 stars and getting 5 stars is fairly easy and they're still powerful and fun to play. Again, on this topic, only time will tell. As of now, I still feel mixed. On the closing thought, I really like Arknights Endfield, and the overall experience I have outweighs the current negatives. After all, it's a game first, a gacha second. But that doesn't mean it needs to be unrewarding for people who actually spend a lot of time with it. Getting new character and trying out new teams is a very fun aspect for many people, me included. As my current feelings won't last forever, I do hope for open communication and future patches to keep me engaged and excited to log in every day. Thanks for watching, leave a comment down below and subscribe for more Arknights Endfield content. Have a beautiful day.